This is a reading for you. It is not attached to a zodiac sign nor a timeline. The intention is, if you come across this reading, it should benefit you in some way. If you enjoy it, feel free to like and subscribe. And there is always an extended version of this reading available on my Patreon, which is in the description below. I am available for personal readings, which you can also access through my website in the description below. I feel like you're sort of gazing at your future, crossed with an ending or a change of sorts. You know, it could stir up some kind of debate or even passion, but you sort of do your best to not think about it. There are sincere emotions here behind you. And maybe even, I would say probably still, because I mean, there seems to be like a communication, a clarity here. You basically choose your higher route, your higher understanding, as well as commitments. This could be a dedication to a practice, a dedication to a person, an institution, a philosophy, anything. It could represent higher learning. I don't think it's necessarily, I don't know. I mean, you have the Tower, so this is sort of a sudden realization. And also, I'd say a spark to really kind of find your strength and get going. Everything seems sort of clear in the outside influence. There maybe is some pain in this whole scenario somehow. But, you know, there's a leap forward towards your passions, towards your authenticity, towards your peculiar nature, towards your business endeavors, towards your whatever. It is sort of outside of the box in a sense. The Queen of Wands is a unique personality. She stands comfortably within her own skin. She's not one to go, you know, adapting to trends and things like that. She's very intentional. And as you gain this clarity, I think that the movement and pace of your life will pick up, your manifestations will pick up, because again, when we find a place of clarity, we can think properly. We actually know what we're calling towards us. But when our mind is wrapped up in so many different things, in so many different directions, there's no room for anything to come in, particularly even in your own inspirations, thoughts. How can we hear and understand solutions if we're already convinced of the outcome that hasn't happened? Oof, Ten of Swords. This reading is kind of funny. This is the advice spread. And you know, it's funny, it's sort of saying like, you're scared. You don't know if things are gonna go well. You got some nostalgia, or you have a lot of sort of things to tend to, or you're heavy-hearted. But it's saying you have the wisdom to get through this. I mean, I can't help but feel like you see it as clear as day, but you stay frozen on it for whatever reason. I mean, people do that kind of thing all the time. And there's really a need to start taking a look at your best interest and, you know, prioritizing the right things. And, you know, just working through whatever that that turmoil is that seems to be going on. You know, run with your passions. The outside influence is sort of almost like willing and waiting. That doesn't have to mean people. It can mean a person or people or whatever, but you know, everything sort of seems open here. Yeah, again, all of this feels as clear as day, but it's maybe a lack of trust within yourself that keeps you from seeing it. Hey. So this is what you can expect. You can expect clarity. You can expect most likely some kind of communication that will provoke a lot of anxiety, but then you'll work through it and you will find happiness and possibility there. It could be a partnership. It doesn't have to be in a romantic context, but it does seem to involve someone else because you're crossed with the Two of Cups. And this is what you can expect. So this maybe hasn't even happened yet. But this will bring a lot of clarity. You know, pain is behind you. There's victory, there's recognition, and there's, you know, there's the Ten of Cups. There's your imagined scenario coming to fruition. Although that doesn't necessarily mean you'll know how this will go, but just sort of, I don't know, it seems like a very like pleasant surprise and very welcome change. It doesn't even, it could be within, with someone you already know, or within a agreement or partnership, or, you know, whatever you may be involved in. So it doesn't have to be anything new even. Yeah, there's, everybody right now is kind of guarded and afraid in some way. Clarify death. Yeah, something's going to end that conflict, though, or that competition. There may be, yeah, I don't know. I feel like things are going to suddenly move forward for you. There will be maybe an opportunity at hand. And I feel like this will probably call you to take action. And also it may require some healing, right? Particularly if you do have to leave people behind, because, you know, clarify Ten of Swords. Okay. So this may just be this may be parting away from old sort of ways of being or thinking. It could be people you've collaborated with. It could be from like jobs especially. But there's some sort of prosperous growth ahead. A judgment call, something, you know, it's something specific. It's like a moment in time, you know, it's not, it could be like an understanding that comes to you. It could be, I feel like it's gonna be a communication or something presenting itself to you, like an opportunity or something that is really going to shift how you're thinking about things in some way. But it would be in a very good way. So I hope this was helpful. I thank you for joining. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this reading. I'm going to take this a bit further on my Patreon, which is the first link in the description below. You can also access my website for personal readings in the description below, as well as artwork and other things I offer. I'll see you on Patreon.